Hi, my name is Justin, and today we're going to be solving radical equations. So let's get started on the first problem. So we have the square root of 6x plus 1 equals 5. The first thing that we want to do is get rid of the square root. So we're going to square both sides by 2. So we'll get 6x plus 1 equals 25. Then we'll want to get rid of the 1, so we'll subtract 1 from both sides, and we'll get 6x equals 24. Next, we'll want to separate the 6 from the x, so we'll divide both sides by 6, and it'll equal x equals 4, and that will be the answer for the first one. Let's move on to the next problem. Okay, so we have the square root of x equals 9. So we want to get rid of the square root again. So we'll square it by 2 on both sides, because what we do to one side we want to do to the other. So 9 squared will be 81, and the square root and the square root will be canceled out, so it will be x equals 81, and that will be the answer for that one. Let's move on. Alright, so next we have the square root of 2x equals 6. So we'll want to square it again on both sides, and we'll get 2x equals 36, because 6 squared equals 36, and the square root cancels out. Okay, so next we'll want to separate the 2 from the x, and we'll divide both sides by 2. So it will equal x equals 18, and this will be our answer. Let's move on to the next problem. Alright, so this one is a little different from the previous problems. We have the square root of 2x plus 5 equals 9. So for this one, we'll want to subtract 5 from both sides, and that will give us 4. Then we'll want to square both sides by 2 to get rid of the square root. So it will be 2x equals 16. And we'll want to separate the 2 from the x, so we'll divide both sides by 2, and x will equal 8. And this will be our answer. Let's move on to the next problem. Okay, so we have 2 equals 1 plus 0.25 and the square root of x. The first thing we'll want to do for this problem is get rid of the 1. So we'll subtract 1 from both sides. We'll get 1 equals 0.25 and the square root of x. So what we'll want to do with this 0.25 is divide it on both sides. So we'll get 1 divided by 0.25. And 1 divided by 0.25 will give you 4. So 4 equals the square root of x. So now we'll want to get rid of this square root. So we'll square both sides by 2 to get rid of the square root. And 4 squared will equal 16. So the answer will be x equals 16. And this will be the answer for this problem. Thank you, and yeah.